Yo, what's going on? I was going to make a long post that y'all weren't going to read on Facebook. So instead, I decided to make a video that y'all not going to watch on Facebook, talking about Shedeur and his performance last night. I think he did pretty good. I'd give him a B plus. There was two bad throws that probably should have been interceptions that he got lucked out with, and they weren't interceptions. And then he took one really bad sack. He was holding on to the ball too long, and he just that was a bad sack. But overall, he did really good. I really don't know, those reports out of practice that still had him fourth overall on the depth chart, and they were saying, I don't know, I think it was about processing things or about the better command on offense. I don't know, but like once you watch the game, he got in there. He looked calm, poised, collected. Looked like he was in control of the offense. Like he knew what they wanted to do on every play. And yeah, it just looked like that he was good. Like he understood the playbook and he understood what they wanted from him. And I think the most impressive thing about it is, I think the first touchdown that he drove them down, that was against the opposing team's first team defense, and he was with the second and third string offense. So I mean, like, if he's not getting starter reps after this, then I'm not trying to be like a conspiracy person or whatever, but if he's not getting at least a few first team reps after this, then it's the writing's on the wall. They really just don't want. They really just don't want him there, and I felt like you can kind of see that too with him on the sidelines. And I don't know if it was just how they were capturing the moments and things like that, but it definitely seemed like he was like kind of tight and a little bit uncomfortable. He wasn't his jovial self, from what I could see as far as like on the sidelines after even touchdowns. I think he was barely cracking a smile. He's always smiling with all those teeth. Looks like he got 80,000 teeth in his mouth, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, it just looked like he was timid and not necessarily like he wasn't enjoying the moment like he should have. And I know, it's game time and he wants to be serious and things like that. But his personality is always just very jovial, like I said before, and just very gregarious. And you kind of didn't see that. So to me, it just kind of seems like he knows that they're just looking for him to mess up. They're just looking for him to have one bad drive so they can say, see, this is why you're not getting those first team reps. This is why, blah, 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 blah. They're just looking for anything to justify the mess that they're in with, neither one, the management, the owner, or the coach is really claiming him as their pick. And I think he kind of feels that. And so I think it just kind of sucks, that's kind of where he is. But I still think he did a good job. There was one play particularly, of course, the first touchdown pass was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I think I would still like to see a little bit more zip on his ball. And I think that'll just come with time. But one play, particularly when they scored their third touchdown in the drive that he got pulled from, it was a play. It wasn't a home run play, nothing like that, and he didn't score a touchdown. But it just showed him processing and going through his reads and getting through his reads quickly and correctly and making the correct play by checking it down to the running back, even though the pass to running back was a little bit, behind and he needed to tighten that up. But I think that play really showed that, this is not too big for him and he's prepared. That that craziness about him not being prepared is wild to me because he showed that, yeah, he was ready for the moment. He was command of the offense. So yeah, he did a great job. I think a B plus, maybe A minus for his performance last night. So hopefully he builds on this and continues to grow, and he has a good career. And hopefully he just gets to a place that wants him. I think once he gets to a place that really wants him, I think you can see his shoulders be a little bit more relaxed, and he can, be himself, and that's kind of what I'm looking for him. So